Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? My mental health has suffered without you in my life. Well, I do feel your person is actually having a difficult time without your presence in their life. You were the one that gave them so much encouragement, so much love, so much support. You lifted them up when they were down. You listened to them when they were having problems with their job, with their family, perhaps, with friends, having to deal with problems and issues. Perhaps you helped them work through some sort of financial difficulties they were going through by listening to what they had to say and giving them wise counsel. And they miss your wisdom, they miss your advice, they miss talking to you and not having you in their life at the moment. Your person is saying, my mental health is definitely suffering without you. But it's not just their mental health, it's also their emotional health. They feel lost without you. They feel that they are just kind of like running in circles at times without any direction because you were this person's grounding post. You helped them feel grounded. You helped them feel better about themselves. You lifted them up. You encouraged them. You boosted their confidence. You raised their self-esteem. You made them feel so much better about themselves than they ever have because you understand them and you get them. But you also had so much faith in them that perhaps no one else have ever had faith in this person, your person, the way that you have. And they are definitely missing all of this as well. They miss your presence in their life because you get them, you know them, and you understand them better than anyone ever has, which is why you could always give them such positive encouragement, lifting them up, holding them in the light, sending them love, and just showing them through your calming, nurturing presence that they were truly cherished and loved by you, and they don't have that right now. They're having to figure all of this out by themselves, whatever issues or problems that they have. If they've got problems with something going wrong in the house, they can't ask you what's going on. If they have something going on with their financial situation, that they made a big mistake and can you help them figure it out, they don't have you there to work through spreadsheets. Not that you always needed spreadsheets, but you get the drift here. But whatever your person is having to deal with, they're having to combat it alone, and they don't have your love and support. And this is something that they're definitely missing right now. But they need to miss it because they need to miss you, because this is what's going to give them this wake-up call that they're definitely having because they are suffering mentally and emotionally because they don't have you in their life. You are the one person who believes in me, see? Yes, you always have believed in this person. You always wanted the best for them. You always encouraged them. You always were their cheerleader. You supported them. You lifted them up. And they don't have that now. This is about your person missing you. This is about them longing for you. And they realize that they have really made a major error in their decision process here by running, by ghosting, by denying this connection, by bringing problems and arguments into this relationship that really didn't need to be there, but they did that through their own self-sabotaging behaviors and whatever else, fears or insecurities and other issues and illusions that they have been dragging around with them. But you believe in your person because you understand them. And you get them, and you understand them at a level that no one else has ever understood them because that is what this connection is. Your person sees and understands this now, and there's definitely an absence in their life because they don't feel complete without your presence. They don't feel whole without you, just like you don't feel whole without them. This is what's going to cause them to start doing something about it because they want to get back to you and to this connection. I have been trying to suppress the pain of not having you around. Well, okay, so I do feel your person is definitely going through something here. My mental health is suffering without you in my life. I do feel that that is also about their emotions also. but trying to suppress the pain of not having you around, trying to fill their life with activities, trying to focus on something else. Perhaps they're trying to pour themselves into work. Perhaps they're trying to spend more time with their family. Maybe they're trying to hang out with friends. Maybe they're taking trips, trying to fill their life with activities so they don't have to feel the pain of what it's like not having you in their life. And what I'd like to say to them is, how's that working for you? Because I don't feel it is working very well for them, guys. I really don't. I feel that this is something that is just sort of like meaningless activities. And as well, perhaps they are involved in some other activities that could be damaging to their health, some sort of like mind-altering substances, perhaps here or there, to try and suppress this pain. But they're having to feel it. They've got to feel it to heal it. They've got to work through all of this because they need to come out of this hole that they have created for themselves, that they are down in the bottom of at the moment, and pull themselves out of that hole by the bootstraps if necessary and make their way back to you so they can start feeling complete again. This is about them not feeling whole. This is about them feeling really bad about themselves. And I do feel that this is something that is awakening them, though, because they see that their life with you in it is definitely so much better than life without you. Before they met you, there was like this period before you and then after you. Now we're at the place where it was after you and now without you. And this is where they are suffering. They're suffering emotionally, they're suffering mentally, perhaps they're even suffering physically because you always made this person feel better. Perhaps you helped them when they were having some sort of sickness or physical ailments, or perhaps they had a hurt back and your presence would make them feel better. Perhaps you were really good at giving them massages because you have such great hands. And this is something that they're also missing because not having you around is driving this person to this place where they know that they need to do something about it, but it's causing them to grow up. And this is definitely what they need to do in order to show back up in your life and start explaining themselves and apologizing and seeing if you would like to spend time with them again. I am sorry I acted childish. Our love deserves better than I gave. Well, your person did act childish. Again, they need to grow up, and this is what is happening. Do not feel bad for their suffering, trying to suppress the pain of not having you around. Their mental health is suffering. This is telling us your person is going through a hard time right now. It is an emotional time. It is a difficult time, and they are having to face the harsh reality of the repercussions of the decisions that they made when they ran, when they ghosted, when they sabotaged this relationship, when they abandoned this connection, when they did whatever else that they did to put this distance between the two of you. They need to feel all of this right now, because what I'm hearing is they are definitely feeling it and they don't like it. They don't like how their life is going without you. I feel that it is really difficult for them because it's kind of like they're floundering. They're having a difficult time. They're having a hard time focusing. They're having a difficult time getting up and going to work. They're having a difficult time focusing while they are at work. And then they are having a difficult time even perhaps going to the gym and taking care of their health in that way by eating right and doing the right things to take care of their physical and emotional well-being. All of this is causing your person to see what they need to see, but they know that they were immature with you. They also know that by running and ghosting and all of this other stuff, that was childish behavior as well, because it is. It's like, when we're 5 years old and we're playing with somebody and we're sharing the toys, and then the other person gets mad because you're playing with the toy that they want, and so they throw a little temper tantrum. And okay, well, I'm going to go home and I'm taking all my toys with me. That's kind of like how your person acted, really, in a way. And their little temper tantrum for whatever it is that they did for bringing all of these problems into this relationship, creating this disconnect, creating a lot of issues for you as well, because it was very hurtful to you, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching that you had to deal with and go through because you were getting mixed signals from your person. They were doing this on and off thing. It was an emotional roller coaster ride, and you never knew where you stood from one day to the next, or perhaps 1 hour to the next, because you were not getting that validation from your person with their conflicting signals and messages. And their words and their actions weren't in alignment for some of you as well, I am sure. So you didn't understand where the hell you stood with this person. And all of this, they know, was childish behavior on their part. And they acknowledge, though, that this relationship and you deserve better than they gave to you in the past. And this is part of the plan that they're going to be putting forth as they come back and start representing themselves to you as a romantic partner again. I feel like an utter fool. Well, yes, if the shoe fits, wear it. Yes, absolutely. And I do feel that your person does feel very foolish right now. I feel like they're embarrassed. I feel like they can honestly say that they have humiliated themselves by acting and behaving in the ways that they did. They know that they didn't give you their best shot, and you definitely gave them the best of you. But they didn't give you their best shot because they were immature. They were childish. You were giving to them. They were taking from you. Perhaps they were even taking you for granted. But all of this is something that your person needs to wake up to see. And they are doing that. They are seeing that, and they are getting that, and they are understanding it, because life without you has your person feeling miserable. They do feel like a wretched fool, and they know that they're the one who's going to have to do something about it. They know that this is something that is their responsibility. They know the ball is in their court, and they are going to pick up that ball and send it over to you, hoping that you are going to ping it back to them, serve it back to them. But your person knows that they acted and behaved in ways that were disgusting. They know that they should not have treated you with such disdain, with such kind of like low vibration actions and behaviors. They know they should have treated you with greater respect and gratitude for who you are. And they see and understand this now because their life is not so happy for them at the moment. They are feeling kind of like a miserable wretch right now. And this is how they need to feel, because it is definitely the wake-up call that this person needs at the moment to pull themselves up and out of this deep, dark hole that they have created, that they've put themselves into, so that they can come back and start over with you. Only this time they will be in a much better place than where they were when the two of you were spending time together in the past. So we'll use some tarot cards now and see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to share with us? Let's see what we need to hear. What do we need to know, please? What messages does the universe want to reveal? Well, this is the sun. Here comes the sun. And I love the sun in this card because it's just so happy. Because it's like there's this little butterfly person here with butterfly wings. And there's sunflowers, which are happy flowers. Who resonates with sunflowers, guys? Because they're so happy. And then inside this purple flower, we have this red heart. And then we have the yin-yang symbol, which symbolizes the union of divine masculine and divine feminine. What this is saying is, you are the sunshine in this person's life. And at the moment, they are dealing with clouds and storms and tornadoes and hurricanes. And they are not liking it one bit. But the sun does come out and shine again. After these periods of difficulties, trials and tribulations, after the hurricanes and the storms and the lightning and the rain and everything else and the devastation that your person has brought into this connection, because the sun is about balance and harmony, tranquility, happiness, abundance, and joy being restored to this relationship with you and your person, because this is telling us they're going to take action and follow through with what they need to do to make it happen. But let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages are coming through, please? Well, this is the Nine of Cups. Holy moly, guys, that is very interesting. The Nine of Cups is all about your person saying, I am happy when we are together. I am happiest when you are in my life. And that makes so much sense, especially with it coming next to the sun. This is a bold statement coming from your person. I love you and I need you because my life without you just sucks big time and I don't like it. You are my joy. You are my happiness. You are everything that I would wish for or long for in terms of a romantic partner. And I have all of this love for you that I have not shared with you, but I was being childish and I was acting out and I was having temper tantrums because I was afraid of what this connection meant. I knew that I was going to have to change and I didn't want to change, so I was holding on to my childish actions, my childish behaviors, and everything else. And now I feel really foolish for doing all of this. But I see and understand now that when we are together is when I am my happiest. The Nine of Cups is a card of love and your person having so much love for you, but also with it coming next to the sun, they're going to be expressing that to you. They're going to be sharing that to you as they start reaching out and communicating with you again. Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the universe want to share with the collective, please? Well, this is the World. I do feel this tells us that your person wants to start over. Now, it's interesting as well because we have such positive cards here. This tells us that as you begin again, as you start over with your person, there is going to be such a different connection, such a different relationship with them. They're going to be so much more loving, caring, and giving to you. They are going to be so much more balanced and tranquil and grounded, and you will see a harmony in this relationship that you haven't seen before with the World being here. The World tells us that from every ending comes a new beginning, but it is going to be in a much better space for the two of you as you have this opportunity to start again. And I feel this is also telling us your person would like to travel with you, going to some different places perhaps if you've traveled in the past, or maybe going to some of the same places where the two of you had a really good time. And if you haven't traveled with your person yet, this is something that is definitely on their agenda for the two of you as you have this opportunity to start over. This card is beautiful. It comes with some sea turtles there and butterflies, which symbolize the transformation and change that is happening for your person. But also we have some hummingbirds, if anyone resonates with hummingbirds. And I feel that this is telling us your person gets it, they see it, they understand it, and they know that the thing that they have to do is get back to you. And this tells us that this is the action and the plan of approach that they are going to take, because life without you is definitely something that they do not like. And they want to start over and they want to come back, but this time be expressive of how they feel about you and let you in into their heart and into their soul, because being without you is causing them to suffer. But these are the repercussions of their decisions, and they know they have no one to blame but themselves. Here we have strength. And what a beautiful strength card this is. This card comes with a beautiful infinity symbol, which is interesting because that is also the number on this card. Your person knows that this is a strong connection between the two of you. They know that there is a very deep bond that the two of you share. They've always known it. Perhaps this is something that you talked about, but then your person started acting like a child or perhaps like a fool and bringing damage into this relationship that they now regret. But strength is also about your person saying, I am finding that strength and that courage and that confidence that I need to make my way back to you, because life without you is not complete. Life without you is definitely not happy. When I am with you, I feel like I have had every wish granted that I could possibly ask, that I could throw out to my angels, to my guides, to God, to the universe, whatever that higher power is for your person. But they also see this strength in you. Your strength is something that has inspired them. This is something that they're really missing as well. Your inspiration, the way that you would inspire them by lifting them up, by believing in them, by showing them everything about themselves that help them feel better about themselves. Yes, your person is getting it. Strength is ruled by Leo, but you don't have to be a Leo for this reading to resonate with you. These are collective readings. They are for everyone. Just like call out the cards. I'm sorry, I call out the signs that go to the cards because so many people have asked us to. So let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the universe want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear? What is coming through today, please? Well, the Lovers. What? A lot of major arcana here, guys. Holy cow, this is crazy. 4 out of the 5. This is such a positive run of cards on this bottom row. It's fantastic. Now, what does this tell us, though? That your person is going to get their act together. That they are going to lift themselves up and dig themselves out of this stupid hole that they've put themselves in by their own admission, by their own fault, by their own actions and words and everything else that caused all this damage between the two of you. They're going to lift themselves up and out of this dark hole because they want to reunite. Strong connection here. That is what Strength and the Lovers is side by side. Not that you need me to tell you that because you feel and experience that yourselves. The Lovers is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins. This could indicate that you are twin flames with your person, but the Lovers also means the union of hearts and the union of souls. So perhaps you are soulmates or twin flames. Please just take it as it resonates. But the artist imagery on this card is just magnificent. What a beautiful painting that would be to have in the house, right? This is the Star Tarot, by the way. But we have this angel. There's always this powerful angel guiding and directing these kind of connections. And that's why there's always an angel on the Lovers card. But this is, we see this power of the light of the universe or the light of God coming down from heaven between this couple as they are kneeling, facing each other with their hearts open and in alignment with each other. This Lovers card is ultimately about the union between you and your person, but it is also about your person acknowledging that you are the one for them and making this decision for love here. On the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. This is about clarity. This is about your person being able to see very clearly, which is not surprising considering they are in this miserable wretch kind of a place at the moment. So yes, they see things clearly. And they see clearly what they need to do as well. They've had breakthroughs. They get it. They understand. This also tells us that they're going to be reaching out to communicate with you as well. We also have Judgment. Your person, this makes sense. Your person judging themselves because we have seen them judging themselves all through this top row of cards. My mental health is suffering. I've been trying to suppress the pain. I was childish. I'm foolish. The Judgment card is about them acknowledging that, yes, they have done some things that they are not proud of, that they feel ashamed for, that they are embarrassed for, because they know that they acted in ways that were, well, disgusting is what I'm hearing. They're disgusted with themselves. They're ashamed of themselves. They've embarrassed and humiliated themselves by acting the way they did. But this is what they need to feel, learn, and experience at the moment, guys. But Judgment is also about renewal. I always think of this card, and I don't know why. It reminds me of someone on a motorcycle getting ready to ride up this road, kind of like one of those places that you see from the desert, kind of like that the road just goes on forever and ever. Of course, it's not, because that rainbow is not the road. The rainbow, a symbol of hope. And it says to remain hopeful about this connection with your person as well. Just wonder if anyone resonates with motorcycles, but that is what I always think when I see that card, which is kind of an unusual thing to think, right? Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. Your person spending time to understand what they've done. That's what this Knight of Pentacles is about. They see and understand now because they're spending this time to think about what they've done. There are some dream catcher kind of things on this tree that is above the Knight of Pentacles, if anyone resonates with dream catchers. There's also a dragonfly. There are some crystals down here on the ground with more dragonflies, a beautiful horse wearing a beautiful, I'm not sure what that thing is that covers the horse's face, but the horse is definitely wearing one. The Knight of Pentacles tells us your person sees it, they get it, they understand it. They also know what they need to do to make the changes, to make their way back to you. The Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, so that is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But the Knight of Pentacles is someone who thinks about a future as well. They think about everything that they've done wrong concerning you and this connection, but they also think about what this future with you would look like, because this is their desire and this is what they want. And yes, they may be taking their time, and for some of you, it's probably been a really long time that your person has been going through this place where all of this stuff is happening, but they have to have this experience. This is something that they truly need to go through right now. It's what's giving them the wake-up call, the kick in the butt that they need to get up and get moving here. We also have the Six of Swords. We have two orcas on this card, if anyone resonates with those orca whales there, and a beautiful little Eskimo boat. The Six of Swords is a card of technology, and it tells us your person is going to reach out to you via some sort of technological way. So that's a phone call, text message, email, direct message, or I suppose they could just show up at your house as well. But this is about technology in terms of communication. And this is also a card that tells us your person is leaving all of their troubles in the past. They're getting rid of them. They're getting rid of all of this old baggage. They're letting it go because they know that they need to let this stuff go so that they can no longer be foolish, so they can have this much more positive relationship with you, which is what they want. And as very much like this Sun card, this is about leaving all of this stuff in the past and moving forwards towards a lighter, brighter, more tranquil future together with each other, building a much more stable relationship as the two of you move forward as well, because that is what that Knight of Pentacles energy desires. They want structure, they want stability, and they want to feel grounded in this connection with you again. But also, they want you to feel safe in this connection, knowing that they're not going to do or act in ways, again, that are going to be ridiculous like this, that are not going to cause this kind of damage to this relationship, that they're not going to run, that they're not going to ghost, that they're not going to bail, because there's a determination in your person as they make their way back to you. We also have the Empress. Your person knows that you are the one for them. They see you as the ideal partner. They see you as the one who fulfills everything that they would long for or wish for in terms of a partner. And this card has so much going on here, guys. There is a swan, there is an owl, there is a dove. Your person wanting to make a peace offering here. But with this Empress, they see you as this perfect partner for them. And the Empress is about long-term partnership. It is about commitment, one that usually involves marriage. But your person being able to see and understand as well that when they return, that they're not going to treat you this same way that they have before. They're going to honor you. They're going to respect you. They are going to treat you with the love and dignity that you desire and that you deserve. And so when they return and start rebuilding this relationship with you, it is going to be so much different than how things were in the past. That is what is coming through with this, and also Temperance. And Temperance is about your person acknowledging that this is a strong connection that the two of you share with each other. And whether, again, you are soulmates or twin flames, please just take it as it resonates. But this is very much about this beautiful partnership and the blending of your souls, the blending of your essences, because Temperance is the card of alchemy. And when we consider that, it is about how your souls blend together with each other. I also feel that this Temperance card tells us your person is getting ready to test the waters here a little bit and reach out to you and start communicating with this Six of Swords and Knight of Pentacles energy. And with this card as well, they're also saying that they want this relationship to be solid. They want it to be stable. They don't want it to crack or break ever again, which is why they are going to do their part. They're going to contribute to this relationship. They're going to put forth so much more effort and energy than you have ever seen because they know where they screwed up. They're having to go through all of this, but as well, they are listening to the guidance of their angels, of the universe, of God. They're praying, they're seeking spiritual support and help. And I feel that the people upstairs are doing that and helping your person work through these issues. Also, there is divine guidance around this connection and divine protection, because I do feel that the two of you belong together. The people upstairs know this, your angels, your guides, the universe, God, whatever your higher power is. But it is ultimately about the two of you coming to this beautiful partnership with the Lovers and with Temperance and establishing this relationship and building it on a much more stable foundation than it ever was before, because Temperance is about something that is unbreakable and unbendable. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. Let's see what else we need to know. What is coming through here? Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What is happening? What do we need to know? What is happening? I feel your person has had the wake-up call that they need here, guys, watching the reading, because this first row of cards, it's like, holy moly, are they in a bad place? But they are definitely having the wake-up call that they need because they're getting clear. This card comes with number 41, if anyone resonates with number 41. And I feel that we have that here several times in the reading with this Judgment card, with this Ace of Swords as well. Your person getting clarity and understanding and being reborn by the fire of spirit, by the fire, by the power of the universe, by going through the growth that they need, but also being able to just see and understand things with so much greater clarity. Because when you are going through something like what your person has been going through based on this top row of cards that we got for today's reading, that can be very much like a dark night of the soul and your person having to pick themselves up and out of that space so they can make their way back to you. But this is all part of the plan. It is all part of the process. And I do feel that it's something your person has been needing to go through for a very long time, to grow up, to find that emotional maturity and stability, to leave these childish games and everything else that goes with that in the past, because it doesn't belong in this relationship unless they're the kind of fun games that you're having when, woohoo. We'll just leave that there. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Your passionate and amorous moments that you share with each other. Perhaps there are some fun games that the two of you play at that time. But your person is saying, I needed to grow up. And I needed to take this time away from you to grow up. And boy, am I doing that, because the pain of not having you in my life is definitely screaming out at me to do something. And this is what is giving your person greater clarity. It's what's giving them this breakthrough. It's what's allowing them to see the forest through the trees, because they see and understand things now much better. And they are understanding it not just in their head, but from their soul and within their heart as well. Let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, transform. This card comes with number 35. If anyone resonates with number 35, although that does resolve to 8, which is the number on that strength card, which is about infinity, this infinite love that's here between you. So many butterflies on this card, guys. We could call her the butterfly queen, really, because there's just butterflies all over the place with this. Also a little fairy down here, but with butterfly wings. This is about the transformation that's happening for your person. We have a lightning bolt coming out of the sky here to strike that little terrarium or dome cover thing of that tree where there's more butterflies, and maybe that's where the cocoons go so that they can emerge a butterfly. But this is about the transformation that is happening for your person, but also for this relationship. As your person returns, they are going to be different because they have to be. Your person knows they have to return a different person. They know they have to return with their act together, no longer being foolish, no longer acting in ways that are embarrassing or humiliating, no longer doing things that they're ashamed of and have all this major regret and remorse for. And I do feel this tells us as well, your person is going to return much more humble because they're having this awakening that allows them to see and understand where they made so many mistakes, where they blew it, where they understand that, yes, you did. And they're thinking about all of this, and that is what that Knight of Pentacles energy is about, being able to see and understand things clearly, but also with a groundedness about it by saying, I see where I screwed up. This is allowing me to figure out this plan that I am putting in place to make my way back to you so that we can start over and begin again. Barriers. This card comes with number 13, if anyone resonates with number 13. And we have a beautiful dragon on this card. If anyone resonates with dragons, I love dragons. I think they're so cool and powerful as well. And they can blow fire. That would be a really cool trick to be able to do also. Just kidding, guys. I feel that this is about your person getting past these barriers that have been holding them back from you. This is about them working through their issues. This is about them identifying and releasing these blockages, these obstacles, these barriers to this relationship so that they no longer negatively impact this relationship. This is about them getting rid of all of it so that they can build a better relationship with you. Because that bottom row of tarot cards, those first 5 cards that we got, is definitely about your person wanting to invest their time, their effort, their love, their heart, and their soul into this relationship with you. And they'd only be able to do that if they have blasted past these barriers that have held them back. This 6 of Swords is about them leaving this emotional baggage in the past, leaving it at the baggage claim, at the train station, at the airport, at the taxi stand, wherever your person needs to leave this baggage, because it doesn't belong in this relationship. It certainly doesn't belong in this connection that you have with your person. And they see and understand that it's time to let all of this go so the two of you can have this powerful union that comes with the Lovers, that comes with this Empress card, that comes with the Sun as well. And the 9 of Cups, that is all about happiness and joy coming back into this relationship with your person. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? Self-discovery, gaining insight. Well, I do feel your person is on a journey of self-discovery. They really have no choice because they are going through something really difficult here. Understanding behaviors. Yes, that makes sense. That is that analytical mind that comes with that Knight of Pentacles that is under here as well. Triggers, thoughts, and feelings. Well, I do feel that your person is understanding themselves much better, and they needed this time away from you so that they could understand themselves much better. This is all part of it. This is all part of this divine plan that is happening here in this connection with your person. It is because you have been this powerful catalyst for their growth, for their transformation, for them growing up and getting rid of their childish ways, childish behaviors. No more acting out, no more temper tantrums, just your person being able to meet you halfway, where they're going to be a contributor to this relationship. This journey of self-discovery has been happening for your person while you are in this space where you are right now, where you are preparing for union with each other, and they are changing and transforming, and they are getting so much more clarity than they ever had before, because if they are going through all of this difficulty at the moment, it is giving them definitely the clarity that they need to come back and show you that they have changed, that they are different, and that yes, they have transformed, all because of you and your love and your support for this person. Gamer, hot and cold. We were talking about this earlier. I do feel for many of you, your person has been hot and cold with you, and perhaps sending you mixed signals as well. Perhaps for some of you, your person was gaslighting you also, and that is a horrible manipulative thing to do to somebody. And childish, again, manipulators, passive-aggressive behavior, that creates an emotional roller coaster ride as well, doesn't it? It most certainly does. And I feel that this is what your person is seeing, that they were this way, that they don't want to be this way anymore. It is about all of this stuff going away. Through this self-discovery, your person is seeing and understanding that acting in the ways that they did is not positive to this relationship, to you, or to themselves, because acting the way that they did through hot and cold behavior, through gaslighting, through mixed signals, by being passive aggressive, by manipulating, etc., it has brought them to this place of loneliness and mental suffering and perhaps emotional breakdowns as well. Whatever your person is going through, please trust and understand that this is what they need to go through at the moment. Okay? So the universe is doing its job. The people upstairs are doing what they need to do to get your person moving back in your direction. Forgiveness. Well, I do feel your person does want to apologize. This is about an apology. It is about making amends. It is also about reconciliation, but also confession. And I do feel when your person returns, you will get a confession from them of everything. A confession about why they acted and behaved in this way, about why they were childish, why they were immature, why they had temper tantrums, why they were passive aggressive, why they were hot and cold, why they were hard to read, why they gaslighted you, why they had self-sabotaging behaviors, why they manipulated this situation, why they were a control freak, why they were passive aggressive. All of this is going to come pouring out from your person as they confess this to you. But they're also going to confess that they can't live without you. They're going to confess their love for you. They're going to confess that you are the one that dances through their dreams, that you are the one that they think about all the time, that you are the one that makes them happy because you have that 9 of Cups and Empress energy, which is how they view you, and they are happiest when you are in their life. And they know they need to tell you how they feel about you because it's driving them crazy in this place where they are suffering. Your person will confess everything to you so that you know and understand, so that you can get really clear yourselves about what has happened, so that you have that validation from your person that you need, so that you know full on that they did not do any of this because of something they didn't like about you or something that you did or said that set them off. That is the validation that you need. That will give you your clarity and your understanding. So you can then decide at that point if you are going to forgive this person and allow them back into your life. Because being without you is causing them to really have a difficult time. But they need to feel all of this. They need to feel it, to heal it so they can deal with it and get on down the road towards making their way back to you by communicating, by spending time with you, because ultimately this person desires this partnership with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.